Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Friday Quickie Techniques and Tips. This week I'm super excited about the really fun cards that I have for you. My theme is kind of fun folds or maybe a surprise on the inside, which is, I don't know, it's just kind of a fun fold. So really what I'm doing is a Z fold card. You can see this is what it looks like. It creates a Z. And it's really easy to use this card to create kind of different effects. So I have several different cards to show you, and I'm going to demonstrate this particular one. I really like how cute it is, though. So to start, I'm going to use some of our new ombre pads. They are so much fun to use. I love the vivid colors and the cute effect that they give you. And then, of course, when you look on the inside, I've got fun in there. So this is just a really cute, sweet, fun card. I think this would be great for a birthday or just for a hey, how are you doing, whatever kind of card. Let me show you how I'm going to stamp this. I'm using the Summer Sorbet stamp set, and this was designed to go with those ombre pads, but I really think it's super fun. And of course, I'm going to use the snow cone because there is nothing better in summer than a snow cone, if you ask me. So to do that, what I will do is start with my ink pad here, and I'm going to twist and tap for the best results with this ink. And I want to make sure that I don't see any of the lines between the ink pad colors on my card. All right, and then I will go ahead and stamp that down on my scrap of cardstock, and you can see the fun ombre look that you get. Then I will go ahead and find my stamp cleaner so that I can clean to switch to the next color. I'm just gonna spritz this, clean, and then we will go on to my next color. So I just used Calypso Coral. Then I'm going to use Bermuda Bay. And again, I want to twist, and I can kind of see the line up there, so I'm just going to twist a couple times. Now, I've had a couple people ask if you can get refills for these ink pads, and the answer is no, and here's why. There's 5 colors on there, and a refill is like $3.25 a piece. So that is a lot of money just for refills for one ink pad. It's much cheaper to just buy a new ink pad. I realize that goes against everything we know and hold dear, but that's the choice Stampin' Up! Made. And of course, think about if you have all 3 pads and you need reinkers, that's like 15 colors of reinkers. That's kind of excessive. So I kind of do agree. At first I was bummed, but then when I heard it that way, I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so how cool are these? Oh my gosh. So I'm going to cut them out and attach them to my card. One moment. Okay, here are my 3 snow cones that are all cut out. And of course, everything is better with a little bit of Wink of Stella. So I am going to go ahead and put some Wink of Stella on the top just to make these sparkle a little bit. And I have to tell you, I think I might actually be running out of Wink of Stella. This will be my first one that I've used up because I do like to put it on there. In fact, I think it really is empty. Now, I know if you add some rubbing alcohol to it, you can extend the life. Oh, yeah. Now that's much better. You can extend the life of your Wink of Stella. So I think I'm going to have to try that. Now, look at the difference. That really is a lot sparklier. Now, I also have a little bit, can you see that, of Wink of Stella, or color. Let me grab a scrap here. I'll get rid of that color so it's gone before I go on to the next one. And, oh yes, a little more shimmer. And then, oops, yeah. I have to tell you, today is a banner day in my house. My sweet daughter, who's been detasseling, and those of you who have asked what detasseling is, if you are not from an agricultural rich area like Iowa, detasseling is when you pull the tassel off of the corn stalk. And it's a really sucky job, which is why teenagers do it, I suppose. But it's also really a great job because you don't have to work too much, but you get paid pretty well. Anyway, she got her first paycheck today. How exciting is that? Oh, Of course, when she opened her checkup, all I could think of was the line from Friends when Rachel finally gets a job and she's like, "Who is FICA and why is she taking all my money?" Okay, I cracked myself up. Now, to make the Z fold, all you're going to do is take a 4 1/4 by 11-inch piece of cardstock, fold it in half as you normally would for a card, and then take that top layer and fold it back. Now, if you want to, you can score with specific dimensions, but frankly, I find this easier and it lines up perfectly every time. Okay, now to make my card up, I'm going to start with a layer of Pool Party, which I will attach only on one side. This is important, people, otherwise your card will not open, and that would really suck. Okay, then I will add the layer of Whisper White cardstock on top. I will have all of the dimensions for all of this on my blog, and of course the link is in the description of this video so that you can see exactly how big all these pieces are. And then what I'm going to do is take my 3 snow cones and pop them up with some dimensionals because everything is better popped up. I think we all can agree on that. And then what are you thinking? I don't even know what you're thinking. Why are you laughing? There should be no giggling. Okay. Then I'm going to take these and pop them up. Now I have a tip for you, and actually I kind of blew it because what I should have done is put these on here without the backings taken off. But since I already kind of know the spacing, I'm going to have this stick out just a touch here, and then I will have the one on this side stick out just a touch, and then I can center this one in the middle, and then they're perfectly centered. Because I happen to know that it made it easier, of course, but there you go. Isn't that fun? Now, I want to make summer on my banner, and I did it on vellum so that it would show through, and I think it is just so fun. So I'm going to take, I just had a scrap of vellum here, and I can't remember the width, but I will, again, have that on my blog. But what I'm going to do is use the Layered Letters alphabet. This came out last year. Great alphabet because I love the size. And I'm going to use my embossing buddy so that I can emboss this and won't get little speckles all over the place. Got that nicely taken care of. And then I will use white ink. I had somebody ask me the difference between why I would use white or Versamark for embossing, and the only reason I like white, especially in this case, is so that you can actually see what you're doing. So I will stamp SU, like Stampin' Up, but in this case it's for summer. M, and I need 2 M's, so that's why they're not mounted together. MM, and then I've got ER mounted together, like so. And then we will run that through the embossing. 1 second. I just had to grab it. So I have my embossing powder in a little container like this. So I will get the powder on here and then we'll heat it up. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to do is actually punch the ends into the flag, and for that I'm going to use my triple banner punch. I'm going to go upside down just so I can see, make sure that I'm not going too far. I'm going to just kind of hold it in there and make sure it is top to bottom centered, which it was. And then I'll do the same. I gotta snip off the end with my scissors here quick. Same thing. I will line it up in here, making sure that it is centered top to bottom, and then punch. How awesome is that? If I was really persnickety, I could go in just a touch further on the R, so it's, you know, I mean, that's pretty persnickety. Okay, now to attach this to my card, it's very simple. I'm just going to place some glue dots under the S, the M, and the R, and then they will adhere this to my card without showing. So I will just pick one up, and I'm just kind of going in the middle of each letter. It's not critical, but then they're all kind of attached at about the same point. So you can see those glue dots on there. I will add it to my card, and voila. Now I have one last thing to do, and that is I'm going to stamp fun for the inside of my card. I just need to figure out what I did with the piece that I have cut. Uh-oh, here. Oh, this is it, I bet. Is this it? Yes, it's the same size as the first piece. Okay, now for this, I need to take off the S from SU, clean off the U, and then I've got my F and my N. I'm going to stamp these again with the ombre pads. This time I'm going to use the middle three colors, and I will go in the same order as my little snow cones. Oh my gosh, couldn't think of the word. Gosh, I tell you, whenever I make videos, it's like my brain stops functioning. It's very frustrating. Okay. F, U, N, and look at how fun that is. Yay. So I think this card is just so adorable to give to somebody, just to say, hey, how are you, miss you, whatever. This is the kind of card you'd send to your bestie. And then I will just adhere this. Now the best way to do it is to center it in here, make sure that it won't show through, and then you'll be fine. The reason I have it cut the same size as the white layer on top rather than the pool party layer is so that you have no trouble with it not showing. Isn't that cool? Let me show you a couple other cards that I did. I've got this cute happy birthday card. Love this one. My VIPs, I'm going to show you how I did the coloring on this because I have kind of a cool trick that you might be surprised about. I also have this fun card, which I just love because it looks like a fun, cute card on the outside, but then boom! There's a surprise on the inside. That's where I got that from. So I've got the Miss You, and I think this is so adorable. Now you might be asking, well, where on earth would you write on this? This is the kind of thing I'd just tuck a note in and maybe put it on the back side or just put it in with the card so that you don't, I mean, you want it to be pretty like that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed these videos. Please go to my blog and check out all the details. If you need to order any of these fabulous products that I've used today, all of the supplies with links to my online store will be there. And of course, whenever you order through the Creativity Cave, you become a VIP member, and I'd love to have you. In addition to that, I'm going to mention on my blog post too, I have some online classes coming. Yay! I'm super excited about that, so I hope you will join me for one of those. They start next week, and I've got 3 listed with more coming later on this summer. So thanks so much for joining me today, guys. Have a great day. Bye.